Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a biggest block reading. So, what are blocks? They are our resistances. They're how we're holding ourselves back from what it is that we want in our lives. And so, whatever you want in your life, whether it's a relationship, money, success, location change, whatever it is that you want, if you're not experiencing it right now, it means you've got some kind of a block to it. And and so that's what I'm going to go into in this reading. Of course, it's going to be a general reading for your Leos. I'm going to go into what the block is, where it came from, so how you got taught it or what happened to you to instigate that block within you, and then how to release it more importantly. And so, as I said, this is a general reading for your Leos. It's not going to resonate with every single Leo on the planet, of course, but for those of you that do resonate with it, oh, here's a chicken cat. For those of you who do resonate with it, then I'm going to do a deeper dive read. So that's a written reading that goes with this, going deeper into it, deeper into how to release it usually is what it goes. And interestingly enough, the last one of those that I did was going into why you chose this block in the first place and what it means for your life purpose going forward. So there can be all kinds of things in that deeper dive. So if you're resonating with this, you're going to want to book in for that. There will be links popping up to book in for that throughout this reading, Leo, and it's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars for that. It's a 3-page reading. Okay, now the reason that I'm doing these bonus reads, of course, Leo, is because I've got a half-price reading sale, and it's on my private Biggest Block reading. So if you'd like a private reading with me, a Biggest Block reading, they're 3 pages long. I get them out within 24 hours if you're ordering them, and the 75 Australian dollars the weekend that I'm publishing this video instead of 150 Australian dollars, which is about 50 American instead of 100 American, the usual price. So great time to be booking in for that. So if you would like to book one of those, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box below as well for this video. And if you can't find them on there, you can find it on my website, behealing.com as well. That's behealing.com. So the cat is resting her hind leg on my weight. I've got some hand weights. She's resting her hind leg on it and cleaning her foot like she's doing a stretch with her leg up. That's kind of weird. Kind of cute, kind of weird. So let's get into it, Leo. What's your biggest block? Let's see. Oh, abundance. Okay. Your biggest block is abundance. It's trusting yourself with abundance. It's trusting yourself. I feel like you're second guessing yourself all the time. You don't seem to have a main line into abundance. Maybe you think everyone else does. Everyone else seems to be abundant. Everyone else seems to be able to do this money thing, and you don't seem to be able to do it. What's going on there, Leo? It's about trusting yourself. So you're not. Maybe you're just lost with it all. Maybe you've been reading those abundance books, the books about wealth and money, how to tune into it. Maybe you've been getting my abundance readings to release your blocks and things like that, and you're just like, it's still not working for me. Why is nothing working for me? I'm doing all of this work and it works for other people. That's what I thought. I enrolled in Denise Duffield Thomas's money bootcamp, and this was years ago. This was like 2012, I think it was. 2011, 2012 anyway. And so I was doing all of her program and stuff, doing all the work that she says, and it wasn't working for me. It wasn't making any impact. It made a little bit of impact, but really not that much of an impact at all. And all these other people that were on the course, it was working for them. They were doing it, and then it was working. I'm like, what the hell? And this is the energy that I'm getting from you too. Maybe you've done that, or maybe you're in that too, and you're like, what the hell? It's working for me now. But it didn't. It didn't for a long time. And here you go. It's about trusting yourself. That's the key behind it. So your biggest block is to abundance, and the block is trusting yourself. So how have you got yourself into this mess, Leah? Let's see. Now she's in the corner, like she's propped herself up in the corner like the wall is a backrest, and she's licking her belly. She's a strange cat, but I love her. She's a beautiful cat, in fact. Right, where did this come from, this block? But this is really interesting because this seems to be my story. I feel like you didn't have a problem with abundance before. So maybe you're in school No problem with abundance. Got yourself a job, not a problem with abundance. It was all flowing. And then you made a change. You made a change in your life, Leo. You moved somewhere else. This is what happened to me. Like, my abundance was amazing, and then I moved to Australia. It wasn't Australia that did it. It was my mindset shift, and it was me trusting myself and believing in myself. But that was it for me. I made a big change, and then suddenly I didn't trust myself in that change. And I'm feeling the same for you too, Leo. Is that you had no problem with abundance at all, and then you made a change in your life, and it changed how you felt about yourself. It changed how you trusted yourself. It's like, well, yeah, I know how to do abundance if I'm in this place and doing this thing. But then I changed everything up. Then I made a new decision for myself, put everything up in the air, and now I've got to figure it out again. And it's never worked since then. And so, can you recognize that, Leo, when it stopped working for you, when abundance stopped working for you, and that it was actually a choice that you made? What is that? Spider, there's lots of wildlife around. There's a spider bouncing up and down on top of my yoga mat now. Anyway, I'll try and ignore that. It's right behind the camera, so it's really hard to ignore it. It's going into the roll now of the yoga mat, still bouncing up and down. Anyway, can you recognize that, Leo, that there was a point in time when you made a new decision for your life? It's not a spider, it's like a massive mosquito, and it's headed toward my legs. There it is. It is a mosquito. Oh my God. Holy crap, that's huge. Wow. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I've got all... Oh, it's made my skin crawl out. That was huge. That was like a Did you see it? There's a mosquito that was about that big. Eek. So you made a decision. You changed something up. I think for a lot of you, you moved somewhere else. It certainly was that for me, and that seemed to change everything. But you stopped trusting in yourself because of that, because you put yourself in the unknown, and then in your mind now you lost your security, you lost your trust in yourself, and in your mind everything changed then, and so all the rules were up in the air kind of thing. You can't really trust it. Then you had to tap into your own strength and courage, and this is when you stop trusting yourself. So you know how when you go through school, right, when you're a kid, you just trust in abundance, don't you? Most of us do anyway. If your parents are like, were okay, at least if they weren't like being frantic and passing on their fear of lack and stuff onto you, most but okay, we're getting by or whatever, but they didn't pass that on to the kids, the worry about money or whatever. And so you pretty much grow up, most of us grow up without any idea that there could be a problem with abundance. Neither being switched either way, switched onto abundance or the lack of abundance. Just, not focused on it at all, just being a kid, right? And then we go from that, which is a very stable, trusting ourselves. It's like, oh yeah, you go to school and they say, then you'll get a job. And so you just trust it, don't you? You go along with it. So you get a job and it all works all right because you've got that trust. You got the trust in yourself, you got the trust in the system around you, you're feeling good about it. And it's just a natural progression, and it works because you're feeling good about it and you're trusting yourself and you're trusting the system. Then you switch it up. Then you make a new decision to start your own business or to move somewhere else. And then you have to tap into your strength and courage then it's not like you're not trusting in your parents. You're not trusting in the system that seems to have caused you to receive this abundance of this money. You're putting yourself outside of that, and then suddenly you're like, now I can only trust myself. And maybe someone said that to you too when you were making this decision. Well, now you're going to have to rely on yourself. Now everything's up in the air. Now you can't trust in abundance. Now, are you sure the money's going to come through? So you could have had all of that doubt placed on you when you made that new decision, which just heaped it onto a doubt that you would have had within yourself. I'm feeling for a lot of you, that travel card came out. I don't feel it's about travel. I feel like it's about a move of location, a change in location. You moved away from where you were, the known kind of thing. Then you had to tap into yourself, and then all these fears were placed on you, put you in a unsure of yourself place, and then Abundance takes a nosedive when you don't feel sure of yourself, when you don't feel safe, when you don't feel safe. That's what it is. When you don't feel safe. When you're not trusting yourself anymore, when you're not trusting the universe anymore, when you're not trusting abundance anymore, it feels terrible. And that terrible feeling causes your abundance to crash. So how can you get over this, Leo? Grace, take the risk. Of course, abundance is. It just is. There's plenty everywhere. Plenty of nature today. Now is a beetle. It's on its back, wiggling its feet around in the air, trying to flip itself over. Lots of nature today. So that's showing us how much abundance there is, right? So much. And that's grace. Grace and abundance, they're synonymous. Grace, love, and abundance are synonymous to me. So grace is that flow of all good. It's the magic. It's the miracles. It's not just occasional stuff. It's that all the time, available to us all the time. Just need to tune into it and see it. It's signs, it's synchronicities, it's the magic. It's there all the time. It's abundance. It's things showing up for us when we need it. It's unlimited potential. It's always there. Abundance. We can trust in it. We've got no evidence that it's not there. We can shut ourselves off from it, for sure. We can do that. And we can think that that's evidence that it's not there, but it's not. It's not evidence that it's not there. So there is abundance, and this is saying, like, take the risk to trust in it. You need to take the risk to trust in it. So if you think about it, you change the parameters. You change something which caused you not to trust in it anymore, not to trust in yourself anymore, not to trust in abundance anymore. The key to this is getting that trust back. And to get that trust back, you've got to test it. You've got to see if it's there for you. And not seeing if it's there for you in this scared, I don't trust it kind of way. You've got to go all in. You've got to say, okay, I'll believe in it then. I'll believe in this grace and trust it. I'll believe in abundance and trust it. You can't just dip your toe in this. You can't just dip your toe in it, because if you just dip your toe in it, you're holding on to all the worry, the fear, and all of that. You can't still feel terrible about yourself and about abundance and expect and think that that's dipping your toe in it. It's not. You have to go all in. This grace, yeah? To get into that miracles, the flow, abundance, and all of that, you've got to go all in. You've got to believe in it. Get what you believe in. And it's you got to go all in. You've got to trust in it. So it's about getting that trust back and taking that risk. So you could do, I was thinking that you could do baby steps. You could try it out, but really you can't. Really, you've got to say, okay, I'm going to believe in abundance. Show it to me, universe. Yeah, you're going to take that risk. Take that risk. It's available to everyone. What can I tell you? Have you read Pam Grout's books? Pam Grout. She's written a book called E Squared, that's E2, and E Cubed as well, E3. And she does experiments in it. She gets you to do experiments with it, experiments with the universe. Those are really good books, right? I'd recommend you to read them, to try it out, to tap into it. And that's what it means. It's like take the risk with abundance, like go all in, believe in it. Try it out. Try it out. What else can you do to break free of this? To trust again, trust yourself again. Interesting. Right, so you've got simplicity and talk to someone. This is about getting help. Getting help, Leo. Get help with it. So if you're struggling with abundance, get help with someone that's opened up to abundance. Get help with it. I feel like you've already been doing that. As I said, I was picking up that you've been doing those courses, you've been reading those books, that kind of thing. If you haven't been doing that, do that for sure. Do that for sure. But yeah, get help. Talk to someone about it. Talk to someone that's been there. Talk to someone that's been struggling, that's been there. I mean, I've been there. I've been in the struggle, and I'm not now. It's great. Now I'm building up my savings, and it's like, wow, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. I moved to Australia 20 years ago. and I had savings at the time, and they dwindled down, and then I've been living on the edge until until recently. I paid off all my debt in lockdown, so it's until this year. Yeah, until this year. And so I know what it's like, and I know what I did, and it wasn't a quick thing for me. It wasn't a quick thing. I had to heal myself. I had to open up to all kinds of things. But go talk to someone about it, Leah. Get some help. Get some help. There's money mindset people. There's all kinds of people. But I was hearing definitely someone that's done it for themselves. Just simply talk to them. Someone that's done it for themselves. Someone that's open to abundance. And that could be scary to you. You've been maybe not wanting to admit that you've got a problem with this. And so you haven't been talking to that kind of person. But I'm really feeling like now is the time to do that. Because abundance is like it's there for everybody all the time, and you can tap into it. Just like miracles, you can tap into miracles, but you've got to be open to it and looking for it and believing in it to do that. So talk to people that are going to get you on the same page as that. Wow. There you go, Leo. If that resonated with you, you want a deeper dive into this abundance, it's going to be a good one. I can feel it. Then yeah, you can book in for that up there. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is 15 American, about 15 American, something like that at the moment. Anyway, so there you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? Love hearing from you. If you really liked it, please share it with your Leo friends as well, or share my channel with your other star sign friends. And if you'd like one of those private biggest block readings with me, there's a link there to book in for one of those. If you catch it the weekend that I am publishing this, then you'll get it half price. Bargain. Thank you so much for watching, Leo, and have an amazing weekend. I will see you next time. Bye.